So today we're diving into something called prop tech, property technology, and how raw data is just completely shaking up the business of buying and selling homes. We're going to look at some powerful new tools that are changing the game for literally everyone, from the agent hunting for their next client to the renter dreaming of buying their first place. Let's get into it. We've all heard it, right? For decades, location, location, location was the golden rule of real estate. But what if I told you the new secret ingredient is data? Nowadays, finding the perfect client, building that perfect credit score, and proving you're the perfect agent, well, it all starts with the right data. So let's start with the single biggest challenge for any real estate agent. And it's not what you think. It's not about staging a beautiful open house or negotiating the best price. It's about finding the next person who actually needs to move. I mean, this is the constant pressure in the industry, right? An agent's business really lives and dies by their pipeline of future clients. And traditionally, finding those leads, it's relied on a ton of networking, advertising, and honestly, a little bit of luck. But a company called Benutech, well, they're trying to swap out luck for pure data. So here's the idea. Benutech's platform zaps agencies' alerts about potential listing opportunities right as they're happening. It's all designed to put agents in the right place at the exact right time. But how specific are we talking? Okay, get this. The tool operates within a super localized 3-mile radius that the agent sets themselves. Now, in a big city, that could cover tens of thousands of homes. It's not about casting this giant wide net. It's about precision fishing in your own backyard. So what kind of events are we talking about here? What triggers these alerts? Well, the system scans public records for major life events that very often lead to a real estate sale. And we're talking about some of life's most significant and, frankly, challenging moments: divorce, death, and financial distress. This is a huge shift. It turns prospecting from this game of chance into a science of timing and empathy, where an agent's value is in responding to a very clear need. And yeah, this quote from Benutech's VP, it just nails it. It is all about timing. Instead of just guessing who might be ready to sell, this tool uses data to signal the moment a need arises. This changes the entire dynamic. It could transform a cold call into a really timely, helpful conversation right when a person might need an expert the most. All right, so we've seen how data helps agents, but what about the rest of us? Specifically, what about the millions of people who rent and are struggling to get on that property ladder? I mean, think about it. For so many of them, their single biggest monthly payment does absolutely nothing for their financial future. And this chart, wow, it really shows you the sheer scale of this missed opportunity. According to a TransUnion study, a staggering 87% of renters do not have their on-time rent payments reported to credit bureaus. You're making this huge payment consistently, month after month, but to the financial system, it's like it's invisible. So to tackle this exact problem, two huge names, Zillow and Essus, have teamed up to create something called Credit Climb. The goal here is pretty simple. Make those invisible rent payments visible and turn them into a powerful asset that can actually build your credit. And get this, they're making it super accessible. For just $20 a year, renters can enroll in the program through Zillow. That low barrier to entry is just crucial for making this tool available to as many people as possible. So, what's the payoff? And this is the payoff. According to Isu, renters who use their programs see their credit score go up by an average of 45 points. That can literally be the difference between getting approved for a loan or not, between a crazy high interest rate and one you can actually manage. That is a life-changing number. And I love this quote from the founders of Isusu because it really gets to the heart of the matter. This isn't just about data and algorithms, It's about using technology to open a door to financial stability and, for many, the dream of owning a home. All right, so we've seen data pinpoint clients. We've seen it build financial futures. Let's circle back to the agent for a minute. In a market that is just flooded with professionals, how do you prove that you're the one who really knows the neighborhood? You know the old way, right? It was all about volume, sending out postcards with just sold signs, making these broad claims about being a local expert. But a new partnership between LiveBy and Renowned is shifting the focus from just volume to verified knowledge. It's about showing, not just telling. So how does it actually work? Well, it's pretty brilliant, actually. First, the agent gets to tap into LiveBuy's treasure trove of hyper-local data. And we're talking everything from market stats to school ratings, even the best local coffee shops. Then, using Renown's platform, they spin that raw data into gold, creating authentic, interesting content for their social media. It's a move away from just shouting, "I'm a local expert," to actually proving it, one post at a time. And just like LiveBuy's CEO says here, this whole collaboration is about one thing: discoverability. It helps the best local agents get found for what they actually know, not just for how loudly they can advertise. It lets their knowledge, backed by real data, become their most powerful marketing tool. Okay, so when you step back and look at all three of these tools, a really clear picture starts to emerge. The real estate industry is going through this massive transformation, and it's all being driven by the smart use of data. And here's the big takeaway, right? Data isn't just a little add-on to the real estate game anymore. It's becoming the whole game. It's being used to pinpoint clients with surgical precision, to build the financial foundations for future buyers, and to prove and broadcast an agent's genuine expertise. Which kind of leaves us with this one big question for the future. As this technology gets smarter and smarter, who are you going to trust more? The agent with decades of gut-feeling experience, or the algorithm with millions of data points? Now, the answer is probably going to be a powerful blend of both. But how that partnership between human and tech evolves, that's not just a small detail. It's the thing that's going to shape the very future of how we all find a place to call home.